watching at home, but it looks like the Meat Boys are going to be pushing in onto mid here. A bunch of players have been traded here with only with around 5 people left on the blue team, and we'll be able to cap midpoint here. It is Meat Boys on the blue and Team Solo on Team Red. How has the match been so far, Micro?
Yeah, this match has been it just seems like Meat Boys, they just can't seem to really follow through on any attacks. 4K is going to go down here, and it looks like they are going to try and actually follow through, trying to push the red team back. This is, I believe, only the first or second offensive that the Meat Boys have been able to pull off this entire match.
Pierre just got a melee kill onto Estoa. That's something. But it looks like Team Solo will be able to hold there. There was a little bit of a late Uber that Pierre did. He held on to his Uber for so long, but they weren't really able to do anything with it. And it looks like Team Solo will be going in onto this midpoint. They pretty much just force Meat Boys all the way back. They might be able to capture Permashroom, and they do taking down Telefono as well. And they will be able to cap midpoint.
So yeah, thank you for tuning in to this match in progress. This is RGL Season 7 Invite Qualifiers, Round 1, the Meat Boys versus Team SoloUmlpst. I'm the Microcheeze, helping with the play-by-play, mostly doing the play-by-play, is Finale, and we're going to have Mitch on production. This is on CappingTV.
Absolutely. And it looks like Meat Boys are going to be holding on to the second point. They might be setting up for a possible push here, and they do. They use the Uber out pretty early. Here comes the demo bomb. Only one to Virtual. Oh, and he takes down Virtual. Great job. Great job from the blue demo man being able to take that down, and they will be able to recapture. They will be able to recapture a second here. There is a bit of a last push trying to go out from Animus, but he gets taken down. So great job from Blue being able to go up. But actually, no, the cap gets stopped and it gets halted. Scarfs is trying to cap the second point, but he's so low. It looks like Stock is trying to take him down, and he does get taken down. Great job from the Meat Boys being able to hold on there.
Yep, looks like they're getting more warmed up to this. It's been a lot harder this time for Team Solo to actually push in. But Team Solo is regrouped, and it looks like the Meat Boys are having a harder time pushing in. But it looks like we're going to see Walrix go into Z. We're going to see 4K on Bats. Oh, what's this? One of Team Solo Scouts is going to try and finish it up.
Oh, and it looks like he's going to get...
Nope, Stock's going to jump in, try to stop it.
Stock got taken down to like 1 health, and he did get a clutch arrow from Pierre, which would have been doing that. That's a ton of cap time for Team Solo, and that gives them some more room to work with. But instead, here comes the Meat Boys just barging in onto the second point. The Uber is popped from Pierre. Pierre's just standing alone on point. He hasn't Ubered someone yet, and Stock does get Ubered, but 1989 goes down so low. He's all the way in the back line. The fight is still going on, but Stock, Pierre, and Permashroom go down. And that's 3 players down, 4 players down for the Meat Boys, and they do get taken down, and that is the first half over with.
So yeah, it's unfortunate that we weren't able to get a lot of footage of earlier on in the match, but there were some really interesting plays. There were attempts at back caps, there were some good medic drops. We're hoping to see more of it going into later on in this match. And it looks like we are going straight into half number 2.
Absolutely. It's just going in super fast. Going into this next mid, remember, Team Solo is up 3-0 over the Meat Boys. Team Solo on the red, Meat Boys on the blue team. Going into this next mid, it looks like it's just going to be a standard mid so far. Both Demomen spamming each other out. The Mustard Overlord did get there a little bit earlier than everyone else, and the teams are just playing this a bit passive here. No bombs have come out yet, just waiting for any sort of aggression. And here comes Stock going in super aggressive onto the midpoint, but he falls all the way back. Some fighting happening on the high ground, but Telefono trying to get any sort of space. 1989 trying to get any sort of space. And here comes Permashroom going in for some sort of bomb. And here comes Meatball going in for a huge play, and he takes down Virgil.
What's this? Scarf's trying to go in. Trying to go not for Pierre, but for the soldier. And he's going to die. But 4K is going to bomb in and not going to get anybody. But Stock is going to go down with the follow through. And Pierre is going to die here. And that was a drop, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's a great huge play.
But with only one person on mid, Meat Boys do have a chance to retake it, but it doesn't look like they're going to try and go in for a mid-fight round 2. This is going to be the mid-fight going in favor of Team Solo, as Team Solo is regrouping, getting ready, hopefully to push. And Walrex is going ahead into Saw to check it out.
For sure. Just waiting for the next sort of play here, both teams, but waiting for any sort of play to happen. But here comes Team Solo barging in through lower, going to see if they can do any sort of play. And here comes the rest of Meat Boys, just trying to stop any sort of advancement here. Ump's going in for a huge high bump. He does take down Stock. That's a huge pick for him. But unfortunately, Virgil gets taken down from 1989.
Mustard Overlord trying to back up, and he's going to get destroyed. That was a nice arrow from Pierre, basically taking half of Mustard's health away.
For sure. Looks like Meat Boys will be able to cap this point. They need to try to pull themselves back into this game. They pretty much need to get this round on the board, and hopefully they will be able to do it. They are taking some space here on the second point. Team Solo just sort of holding a bit of a passive hold, waiting to see any sort of play. Here comes Stock going in for a super aggressive bomb. Oh, and one of the soldiers is super caught out. He's so low, and he doesn't manage to get out. He gets taken down, and it looks like Team Solo are pushed all the way back to the last. The Uber was popped during that push, and it looks like the Meat Boys are down for an Uber for right now.
Yep, and it looks like Virgil's building really rapidly. They're going to have Uber in the next 5 seconds. Whether or not they can hold on with it, you never know. That's a decent amount of kills. We're going to see the use out of Virgil as they try to hold on here. And it looks like they might be able to, but Virgil's probably going to go down. No, Virgil's going to survive. Mustard Overlord, though. It's Demo and Medic. It's Medi Duo.
Yeah, and they're just trying to buy as much time for the respawns, and the respawns do come in. Great job from Alms being able to save the day. Pierre tried to stand on the point there. He really did, but he walked a bit too far forward, and it really wasn't his job to stand on the point. He really should have had his demo man try to do that. But oh well. They do have another try, hopefully, but it looks like Team Solo will cap the second point.
Yeah, that was probably the best push out of the Meat Boys so far tonight. Almost capping it. You guys can't see it, but I think it was Telefono just shouted Pierre in their team in the general chat on the server. You guys can't see it, but it was kind of funny.
Yeah, for sure. I'm a bit mad at his teammate for doing that. Now, both teams just in the classic stalemate, waiting for someone to do anything. No off classes on the board yet. We haven't seen any off classes so far throughout the entire game, besides like a sniper and a forward spawn. But here comes the Meat Boys going in through lower, trying to see if they get any sort of advantage. And here they are trying to take any sort of high ground, but it looks like the defenses from Team Solo are a little bit impenetrable. But as I say that, Permashoom and Scarfs both go down, so that's one player down for the count on both sides, and it looks like it's going back to a stalemate.
Yeah, both meds have. Player deaths are pretty much the same. 1989 is gonna go down.
Yeah, he tried to go a bit more aggressive, and it looks like the Meat Boys are just gonna fall all the way back. They tried to put out some aggression. They tried to send out sacks, but none of these sacks are really working out for them. They always get caught out.
And it looks like Team Solo is gonna try and push into Saul here, trying to take control of Saul. But Stock is going to deny them that, forcing them to head back. Looks like Meatball and Walrix were exchanging through lower, and it looks like they're going to try and push again. Meatball in that Saw window trying to go for kills. Walrix rocket jumping over. I don't know if they saw him, but he's going to probably hide there waiting for someone to just push through in it, as it looks like Team Meat is going to try and go through Saul. It looks like we are seeing a sniper trying to peek through Saul. I can't tell who it is on sniper. It is 1989 who is on sniper trying to go for that sniper kill. And he's going to get scarfs.
Absolutely insane shot. 1989 trying to get any sort of advantage here. Oh, he does get caught out and he gets taken out. Oh, great job from the soldier being taken out. But the Uber is popped for both teams. Hopefully some sort of an advantage. And Permashroom getting knocked all the way up to the skybox. Almost get air shot. But he does get taken down with only 3 players left for the Meat Boys to have to fall all the way back while Team Solo takes mid. And as I'm saying that, actually, the rest of the players from the Meat Boys try to join up, but no, it doesn't work out there. Pierre gets taken that Telefono, and most of the other players are down. It's only Stock and Permashroom left.
Yeah, that was a real... They had some pretty good attempts at a push. They managed to hold Team Solo back from pushing that for about 3 minutes, which is pretty good. 23 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the half. As it looks like Team Solo is going to get ready for another last push with a near 70% Uber advantage.
For sure. Waiting for any sort of play to come out. We're gonna have to wait to see what both teams have in store. Will the Meat Boys be able to hold?
It looks like they're playing fast game here.
Yep, and here comes the Uber out from Team Solo. The Demoman going in super deep, doing a ton of damage, taking out Permashroom there. It looks like the deaths are even across the board. Meatball gets taken down. Umps gets taken down. Yeah, Pierre as well, and that's pretty much all the players from the Meat Boys taken down, and it's 4-0 so far.
Yeah, if they hadn't beefed that one push, we would have seen an even closer game. But I believe this might be the half point, because in the qualifiers we are seeing 2-map series instead of 1 or 3-map series. So.
Map is based on points. Going into this next mid, gonna have to see what any sort of plays come out. No team's opting for any sort of super fast double bomb or anything crazy of the sort. Looks like teams are gonna be playing pretty safe here. The Meat Boys have to do something. They are down 4 rounds with 21 minutes left on the clock. But here comes the double bomb coming in for Team Solo. Will they be able to do anything? Pierre hasn't really taken any damage here. Here goes Walrus trying to deal as much damage as he can. But Ohms is still in the backline. They don't know where he is. And the rest of the Meat Boys are there. But Pierre gets taken down so low. Ohms taken down as well. Oh, and the rest of Team Solo is, with only 3 players left, they pretty much have to fall all the way back unless a miracle happens. But the Uber is popped for both teams. The Team Solo trying their best to try to win this mid for any sort of advantage, but no, they don't. And the Meat Boys win mid, and hopefully they will be able to snowball this all the way to last, possibly.
What's this? Is Walrus gonna try and push in, or Umps? Maybe. No. Walrus is gonna go down, as it looks like they're trying to take momentum and take it into second, trying to back the demo and soldier out. But the scout is not walking on points. He's going to try and escape through under telephone of giving chase. Meets both of them down there, trying to go after Mustard here. He's 21 health. Looks like he's going to back up.
And he does. He manages to live there. Great job of him being able to get back. And it looks like it's going back to another stalemate. And it looks like Meat Boys are gearing up for a possible push here. They build up the Uber in time. But just waiting to see if any sort of play happens. But here comes the Uber coming out from Meat Boys. Uber's back a little bit early, and Stock trying to deal as much damage as possible. As the scout demo Uber, the rest of their team is waiting for anything to happen. And 1989 goes down first. It is not what they needed. 2 players down already, but they have evened it out. Oh, but Pierre goes down. That's not what they needed. Virtual is still alive, hanging on the scars, but no. It looks like their push was dead in the water, and they had to go back to the drawing board.
Can I just point out that I think Mustard Overlord just did a blind death on one of the soldiers? That was jumping on the last. That's funny. Anyway, yeah, Team Solo is going to once again defend their last point and take second in one move.
Yeah, for sure.
Team E is trying to go for a more forward hold here, though.
Yeah, that might be what they need. They might be a bit more aggressive. But here comes the demo bomb all the way onto last. Will he be able to deal any damage to Pierre? No. Pierre didn't even take a scratch from that demo bomb. And well, and the Uber was used, I believe, there. So they had to go back to drawing board all the way back and holding passive on their second. But here comes the rest of the Meat Boys busting in onto the second point, and they will be able to cap. This is exactly the advantage that they need. Here comes the soldier bomb. Wallach's trying to do anything. Does take out Telefono, but it looks like the Meat Boys are set in stone for right now.
Yep, Team Solo getting themselves set up, trying to bring down this Uber advantage. We are going to see Scarfs go into Engineer and do a pretty far forward sentry spot. Probably hoping to deny any soldiers bombing, and we're going to see the use, but the sentry isn't level 3, so you're not going to see as much knockback damage. We're going to see them try and get point or cap time.
Yeah, they do
is going to go down, though. We're going to see Scarfs go up on heavy after the sentry goes down, and it looks like this push is going to be denied once again. Telefono on Sniper pushing to last. What?
Yeah, he tried his best, but Scarf going up on the heavy was pretty much the last nail in the coffin. If there's a heavy that comes in during the post fight and he's unseen, he can just wreck any sort of damage because all the players might be low after the Ubers. But great job on Team Solo being able to hold again. They haven't lost They haven't lost their last point at all during this entire match. It's 4-0. Remember, 17 minutes left. Mustard Overlord being taken down though. Good trap from Stock. Gonna have to wait and see what happens next.
Yeah, it looks like they might be thinking they don't have a high enough Uber advantage to push in it, and they would be right now. This Uber difference just slowly getting or not slowly, but quickly getting close, and it will be Uber's tied in 2 seconds.
Absolutely. I'm gonna have to see any sort of advantage here, but oh, Walrus being taken down to Solo, and he does get taken down. That might be what the Meat Boys need to get onto this site. With one player advantage, it will be easier for them to get in, and the push is coming in. Oh yes.
Yeah, that Sniper just getting pot shots and headshots, but doesn't look like it's gonna be able to do much. But the other team is really weak. They're gonna try and push in here. Oh, and Virgil gets dropped.
Oh, that is such a massive pick. That is exactly what they need to win. And they will be able to cap second. And they do have player advantage. If they go fast, they might be able to catch Team Solo off guard before the respawns come in. And it looks like that is exactly what they're going to be doing. They're playing in super fast. The respawns are slowly coming in. They have to go fast. They have to lock off these entrances before the players come in. And they were able to do that, but the Uber is out. And they do have the player advantage for right now. And they do have 2 downs. 1989 does go down, but hopefully if the miracle happens, they might be able to hold this through. But no, they weren't able to lock any of the spawns, and Team Solo will be able to hold.
That is mighty unfortunate. They had the play of the game, in my opinion, so far.
Absolutely. But unfortunately, they weren't able to lock down any of the spawns fast enough. But it looks like the Meat Boys might be able to hold mid so far. They are playing a bit passive because they're looking to possibly edge out. They do have Uber, so if any sort of push comes out, well, do they have Uber or was it a fake? Well, actually, as I say, the Double Man Bomb comes in and the Uber is used from Virgil. Both teams have used their Uber. Virgil's just kind of caught out in the middle here. And he will die. Unfortunate for him. He's kind of left out to die. And here comes the rest. Here comes the rest of this Team Solo trying to get any sort of play happening. Pierre goes down super low,
and that's a full wipe.
Yeah, that is great job from them. And looks like they will be able to cap second again.
But they're not going to have enough time to get into last. So we are seeing a sentry already go up, and it's about to be level 2. Scarf's putting a sentry in the spot again.
Absolutely, the same spot for the sentry. It is being spammed out. He might not be able to tank it fast enough. They have to give their NG enough support to get it to at least level 2. If it's at least level 2, it'll be able to deny possibly something. We're gonna have to wait and see. What are the Ubers looking like?
Currently it is a 40% advantage in favor of Meat Boys. Never mind, they're gonna use here. They're gonna try and push in. We're probably gonna see the NG switch over to Heavy again.
Yeah, for sure.
Or
Virgil
no,
gets
they're going
caught down again.
stock.
They have so many kills there. If they lose this, I don't know what to say, but look at that. The Meat Boys get their first round of the match, and hopefully it'll work out for them.
Remember, with the qualifiers, it's not necessarily the maps or matches you win, but the rounds you win.
For sure, for sure.
Because you're not playing for placement, you're playing for points. Because only the top 2 teams are going to be able to go into Invite this season, as Invite will only feature 8 teams.
Absolutely. Well, Walrux is a bit in the kitchen there, but he will get caught up at 1989, him being taken down. That's 1 player advantage for the Meat Boys. But as I say that, they lose 2 players right away, and it looks like the player advantage is in the favor of Team Solo here. Telefono is being caught down, and he is going to die there. With only 2 players left. It's just Stock and Pierre going all the way back to their spawn. And guess what? All the players of Team Solos, they smell blood in the water. They want this kill. And here comes, he's going to be able to catch Pierre out. Will he be able to get any? And he takes him down. That is exactly what his team needed. That pretty much halts any sort of Uber advantage. And that gives their team full Uber advantage going into this last.
The disrespect, they're chasing him all the way to last.
Absolutely. And the Uber is popped pretty early from Virgil there. They do take down 2 players right away. And the spawns have not come in yet for Team Red, but the match is over and the map is changing.
Yep. And this is a public service announcement for those who are having matches cast by official casting organizations. Please allow some time for STP to catch up, because it sometimes breaks logs and demos.
Sad. Well, I am going to restart my TF2 and hopefully that might fix my HUD issues.
So yeah, there was some pretty interesting plays there. We saw the Meat Boys finally take a round, and it basically took some pretty insane plays to do it. But I think the Meat Boys are starting to get, hopefully, warmed up a bit, and I think Team Solo might either get warmed up themselves or they might be worn out by now. You never know. There was that headshot play on Virgil was insane.
Yeah, that's best play of the match, of the series so far. We're gonna have to see what Meat Boys have in store for Process. New version of Process.
Actually, it looks like they're running the old version for some reason. Oh well. So yeah, recently there have been a lot of revisions to Process. Not necessarily changing the geometry in any severe way, but mostly just quality of life improvements, fixing some collision, some graphical stuff. And yeah, let's take a look at logs for a sec. Let's check these out. So yeah, that first half of this series saw some really interesting plays here. We actually see Pierre with 2 kills. That always puts a smile on my face when a medic gets kills. DPM wise, we're seeing some. Looks like demos. Their DPM is pretty similar. What do you think about these stats?
Yeah, it looks pretty standard. The demo DPM is pretty much on point. Looking sorting by kills, the scouts are getting the most kills. It's pretty much even all around. Honestly, it just seems like looking at the healing, it just seems like Team Solo are just winning just are just winning just by better team coordination, because they're not losing because the Meat Boys, they aren't losing DM wise. They're fine DM wise. They're pretty much on par with what this team Solo is putting out. So judging from that stats, you can think that Team Solo has much better coordination, and that actually makes sense because most of their players have previous experience in Invite.
I would like to point out though that the healing rates for these combined logs are insane. Like we're seeing nearly 1,000 heal points a minute from Pierre and over 1,000 from Virgil. It's a total of 18 uses out from Virgil and 16 from Pierre. But it looks like Scarce is getting the majority of the heals on Team Solo, whereas on the Meat Boys it is their demo that's getting most of those heals.
For sure. Fortunately, my HUD is still broken. Not really sure what I can do about that. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess while we're waiting for the teams to ready up, I can give you what appears to be a score update from the other invite qualifier match going on between Estrogen Took My Homies and Panda Bears. Currently, they are in map 2. Panda Bears is leading this map 3-0. So that's interesting. I believe that's the only other casted match going on tonight.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, what? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we can. We're just gonna take a quick break here as we're waiting for the teams to come back in and get everything set up. So we'll be back in a bit. Enjoy the break.
Absolutely.
Every Monday bleeds into the Sunday. Every fun way hinges on your one play. If you're lonely, no, you're not the only person slowly growing more unholy. Show your true self, drinking only top shelf. Fuck your friends' health, what about your boss's wealth? Treat us like a dog, tell us we're a cog in a well-made machine, producing time and slump. We can do it if we wanted to. Burn it down so we can start anew. I think it's time, in fact we're overdue. Yes, it's true, see the view, follow through. And the system that has brought you pain, change the balance and reset the rain. Easy said, but how can I explain? You can gain, seems insane. Break your high score, make your labor worth more. Shake your ass floor, kick the belt on the floor. You could work hard, do a shift at graveyard. New credit card, who said we're not getting scarred? If you close your ears, then you close your mouth. If you're watching this and never wanna shout, you can fall asleep, smile on your face. On the winning team, while also a disgrace. We can do it if we wanted to. Burn it down so we can start anew. I think it's time, in fact we're overdue. Yes, it's true, see the view, follow through. And the system that has brought you pain, change the balance and reset the rain. Easy said, but how can I explain? You can gain. All right, welcome back, everybody.
we're going into half 2 here on process. We're already seeing this roll out really quick. Walrick's taking high ground immediately. If you joined us for that first half, you knew that this is Team Solo versus the Meat Boys. Team Solo taking the first map, and we're already into some chaos here on mid. Everyone's jumping on top of the crates. Walrick has to back up. Looks like no one's really trying to rotate. I think they go by 4K on the server. It's just, oh my gosh, people are dying.
Yeah, just a huge chaos. Pierre is super low there. He did get the health back there. Stock going out super low as well. Has to wait for arrow from his medic. Both teams are just circling around. It's a classic process style, but it looks like Team Solo will have to fall all the way back to second there, and we'll lose this mid fight. There is a bit of a fight happening in choke. A bunch of damage being exchanged there, but no one will die quite yet on the second point. Gonna have to wait and see. How exactly was that mid?
I think that mid was chaotic because like the first entire minute of it, no team was trying to rotate one direction or the other. They were just having their soldiers bomb over each other.
Yeah, for sure. Both teams just spamming each other out as per usual, waiting to see any sort of advantage, waiting for a sack to come out. Astoria going in for a massive kill onto Meatball. They will trade each other out. So it looks like it's back to the drawing board when it comes to sacks. Walrus has to fall all the way back. He will lose a bit of control of IT. Does get to take it down super low, actually. He might get taken down. He will. That's 2 players down for the count for Meat Boys, and it looks like Team Solo will be able to push all the way out there. The Uber is popped on for Meat Boys. They're gonna try to make something out. Pierre is holding onto this Uber for as long as possible. Looks like Scarf is gonna fall all the way back because he realizes that he won't be able to pop the Uber super fast. And Pierre still has Uber, correct?
Yeah, Pierre still has Uber. I don't remember if RGL used or not, even though I was watching them. Anyway, it looks like Team Solo is going to be able to take mid here. Or take mid. Oh, we're gonna see a Bombman trying to go for people, and he is going to manage to take out Telefona.
Exactly. That's one pick. It's not the biggest pick in the world, but it is something. It will be able to lay at least a little bit. They are down a scout for a bit. That is certainly an advantage. Scouts are super powerful. It looks like the Meat Boys are held pretty comfortably here, and Team Solo is just edging their way slowly. And here comes the bomb from Mushroom as well, but it looks like the Ubers are exchanged for both teams. I have to wait to see whose Uber will end first. And they will end at roughly around the same time, but oh, Stock just gets absolutely shredded there, and Pierre has to fall all the way back to the drawing board as well. Only 3 players left, and it looks like this push is done and out. Meatball is still all the way in the back lane. He might be able to do something, but no, he's gonna get caught up by Scarf. Will get taken down. So,
just like 1 foot away from the medium health pack.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
And we're gonna see, it looks like they switched what colors they're on. Because Team Solo is now on blue. And Team Solo, yeah. Looks like Team Solo is actually getting knocked back this time. The Meat guys, the Meat Boys have managed to hold them back on their second. I didn't realize that they had swapped colors.
Absolutely.
1989 going under, trying to do something sneaky maybe. Up, we're gonna see, RGL gets dropped.
Oh, that's massive pick. That's a huge pick. That is exactly what. Is Team Solo on red or no? It's the Meat Boys are on red. So that's exactly what the Meat Boys need. They might be if they keep up this momentum, they might be able to just take this last point. And here they go. They are going straight in on last point. It looks like Telefono is getting a ton of cap time on last. Oh no, he gets dropped. Oh, that is so unfortunate. His medic was just right there, but he didn't get the flash in time. Unfortunate. That will be this last push pretty much dead in the water, as Team Solo will be able to hold for just a bit longer. Oh, here comes the bomb trying to take down Virgil, but Virgil goes down pretty low there. But here comes the rest of Meat Boys trying to do as much damage as they do, and they do manage to catch the point. That's exactly what they need to get themselves back into this game. First round.
Yeah, that's a lot different from what we saw in map 1. And here we go into mid-fight 2. Who do you think is going to make it to mid first?
Well, we're going to have to wait and see, but So far, from what I can tell, it looks like Stock is getting to mid a lot faster. He might be able to get a few stickies out, do something. Well, Warwick is getting some early aggression onto high ground, but he has to fall all the way back. Does get spammed out, and it looks like the Meat Boys are going to be rotating all the way around to the left. The both teams just rotating around, dealing against, trying to find any sort of advantage. But here comes 4K going in for a super deep bomb. Warwick will get taken down. And oh man, 4K goes taken down as well. Mustard Overlord takes down Permashroom, and the both teams are pretty much even there. Stock is a little bit caught out. If he gets rushed down by his stair, he might be taken down, and he does, and that will be Meat Boys losing this mid fight.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. That mid fight was also filled with a lot of chaos, but it does look like who is it on blue this time? It's Team Solo, I believe, did manage to take this mid fight, and they're already getting ready for their final push. We are seeing a 90% Uber advantage here. 1989 on Sniper in 5. They're gonna try and go in through 5. 1989 is gonna get taken down. We're gonna see the use here out of Virgil.
Telefono on Sniper as well, but it looks like they will be locked off at spawn there, trying to get as much cap time as possible there. They do have the player advantage, and they will be able to take the round. It is now 1-1. Looks like Team Solo won't be letting Meat Boys get as much rounds without a fight.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Anyway, we're going in already here. Permashroom going for a really fast rollout here. Like, already over there before Pierre even shows up.
Yeah, it looks like both Demon are just trying to spam each other out. Well, Warwick's again with the early high ground aggression. Oh, Stock is so low. He needs to get an arrow, and he does get an arrow. Oh, but Meatball goes down. Virgil goes down as well. Oh, that losing that medic will pretty much just lose them this mid fight unless a miracle happens. But it's pretty much just the Meat Boys are all just hanging out here in mid, and they will be able to win the mid fight.
I would like to point out that Meatball just had like 99% of his health deleted within like a millisecond. He got knocked back against the fence.
Absolutely.
And then just got eliminated. Anyway, we're gonna see the Meat Boys push in here the second with 3 people. They do have Uber though, so if they get pushed in on, it's not gonna be easy. But Astoria is gonna come up on Sniper, trying to go for some really just sneaky play here. I wanted to see if I could get my Sniper stuff on. I don't know what happened. I used to have the Sniper Sideline plugin. It's not working. Anyway, Astoria's gonna go down.
Absolutely. He did get a nice shot off, but it looks like the sentry is down as well. Here comes Stock trying to lock off these choke points as much as possible. Mustard gets taken down as well, and the Meat Boys will be able to take another round. The Meat Boys are looking much better in this second map.
Yeah, that's for sure. Looks like they're playing a lot more aggressive than they were last time. Although we're probably... I wonder if we're going to see those same really high bombs from Mustard Overlord and 4K this time.
Might be able to.
Or Walrus.
Warwick's again getting that early high ground aggression is pretty much just a staple he's been doing this entire map. That might be something that Stock could look into for next map, but Stock goes down pretty low. Oh, Pierre goes down as low as well. 4K low.
Oh no.
Pierre gets pinched down, and it looks like Team Solo will be able to win this unless Meatball does something crazy there. Virgil does get taken down super low, and Meatball does get taken down. It's only 1989 left. 1989, I think it's just gonna hide in the corner and wait for them to pass. And he might go for a flank route. Oh no, he does a fight with the stair.
He gets a stair.
But he's fighting Scarfs now. He tries to get out, but he's taken down. Might delay that push just a little bit. Virgil is a bit aggressive, so if a bomb comes up, they might be able to catch him off guard. Pierre gets taken down low. Oh, and as I say that, look at a double pause. Oh no, Permashroom gets taken down, but Virgil drops. Oh man, that's not what they need. That's not what they wanted, but that is exactly what the Meat Boys need to pretty much delay this push for as long as possible. It will allow them a chance to get their Uber up way before them, and it might give them a chance to push out. But no, as I say that, they keep bleeding players, so that's probably going to delay this push at least a little bit. Pierre and Meatball just pushing out. They're pretty much just leaving
Scarf's going 5.
Oh,
Starts on point for the back cap.
Oh, and he gets the back cap. Yeah, they pretty much just leave their last wide open there, almost wide open. They left a soldier there, but a soldier v scout when the soldier isn't prepared is way in the scout's favor, and they capitalized on it.
Okay, for this mid fight, do you want to bet on which soldier's gonna die first?
Walrus. Walrus gets taken down super low, and it looks like Stock did learn at least a little bit. He did force Walrus all the way back there. It started going in super fast, and Meatball gets taken down first, and Stock takes down 4K. 1989 goes down, and it looks like Team Solo were forced a little bit back, but they will be able to win the mid fight because they get all the proper picks. And Pierre and Stock fall all the way back to second. They should be going back to last because they might be getting caught out, and they are.
The Meat Boys taking the mid once again. They are either really warmed up, or Team Solo might be out of steam for this. We're gonna see 1989 on heavy though, so it looks like the Meat Boys are trying to push through 5. No, they're going 3.
The Meat Boys are in red, and
no, the Meat Boys.
It looks like the Uber is popped. It looks like the Uber is popped for both teams, and it looks like the Meat Boys will be able to hold onto this last point. Oh, but here comes Walrus going in for a massive bomb just as the Uber ended. He did get 2 kills, 3 kills actually. That's 4 kills, and Mustard Overlord just does a ton of damage, and they will be able to cap the point. It is 3-2 in favor of Team Solo.
Yeah, I don't know why I got the teams confused there again, but yeah, that was just that last point. Everything just went completely.
Absolutely. Gonna be waiting on both teams to level up to ready up for the second half. Let's take a look at logs.
I want to see if there was anything interesting in chat that time. Yeah, we can talk about. Let's talk about logs for a sec. So, 2 drops from Virgil.
Yeah, but both of them were pretty unfortunate. I believe one of them was just a snipe pipe from Stock there. Stock has been hitting a ton of pipes, dealing a ton of damage. But one thing I should note is Scarf. Scarf is dealing so much damage as Scout. He's pretty much just leading his team for the charge throughout this entire half.
And this has been a really fast half. Round 1 was 4 minutes 52 seconds. Round 2 was 136. 3 130. 4 148 and 5 1. Again, these are really fast rounds. They're playing fast game here as we go into half 2 of map 2.
Absolutely, and hopefully they will be able to continue these this fast momentum into this last half. Because remember, this is the last half of this match. They are playing for points here, so the more points that you get, the better. So both teams are going to be playing their best. Meeple going in unorthodox for him this match. He goes in super fast, trying to get as much high ground as possible, and it looks like Mustard Overlord will be taken down. Both teams are just kind of scrunched together, both on the blue side, and Scarps does get caught out a little bit too forward, and it looks like 4K will be going in for a bomb. Will he be able to do any damage to Pierre? And he does, but Pierre manages to live, barely any health to spare. How was that mid-fight?
That was pretty fast mid-fight. Really good job there by the Meat Boys, managing to push him out and take point 2 here. They do not want to give up yet. They want to get a map win, I'm guessing.
Absolutely. They want this win. Oh, 1989 goes down. It looks like we do have Walrex on the sniper, but he did switch off. And it's going to be back to the standard 6v6 comp for right now. Here goes 4K going in for a bomb. Will he be able to do anything? He does get a few rockets off, but unfortunate, he's unable to secure any kills. Gonna have to wait to see what the next sack will be.
Yep, they're... Doesn't look like they're getting ready to push, and yeah, we are gonna see Walrex. Looks like all the way towards 5.
Yeah. Here goes Telefono. He does get super low there. But Permashroom goes down, goes low pretty much as well. And it looks like they're setting up for a push here through 5. They do get stuffed. A ton of damage pretty much forces out, but the Uber is popped. The Uber is popped for Virgil. And the Uber is popped from Pierre from right now. Their Uber is so much better, but they have to go fast. They aren't really getting much value from the Uber yet. And the Uber will fade. And it's just going back to a stalemate again.
Yep.
Oh, here goes 4K. Oh, 4K gets 2 kills. That's a huge pick from them. That pretty much gives his team a ton of momentum here. Telefono goes down as well. Oh, but Stalk gets 2 kills. And it's pretty much just a Demo Medic versus Demo Medic right now. Plus a Scout and a Soldier. So Stalk pretty much just saved that entire push for his team.
And they're trying to delay them from getting out of their spawn and getting ready to set up for offense again.
Permashroom goes in super aggressive as well. He might get taken down, but no. Here comes Meatball. All the players, or most of the players for Team... But now that their health is all backed up, it's just going back to another stalemate. Robux goes for a possible bomb, but gets taken out, unable to do anything in the sort. It's going back to the Classic 6's stalemate.
Yep. Looks like they're getting ready to push in again. Telefono's gonna go down. I wonder if they're gonna try and use here.
Yeah, possibly. Both teams have been known to use pretty much sort of any sort of... Oh, Pierre! Oh, Pierre got launched up. If he did not land on that little railing there, he would have died from fall damage. Huge serve from him being able to stay alive. Yeah, he was 8 health. Huge serve from him to stay alive. That was pretty sick. Now it's just back to the stalemate again. Stock is a bit aggressive. He does force Walrus off 5, and pretty much the meat lovers, they're just the meat boys, they're just waiting for any sort of advantage. And Telefono is on sniper, remember, so he's hopefully going to be able to get any sort of pick, any sort of advantage. But no, it gets taken down, and Stalk is taken down as well. Oh, that is not what they wanted. Without the Demo Man, they pretty much won't be able to lock down any sort of push, and Team Solo know that. And Walrex goes for a market guard when it gets taken down. And the Uber is popped for both sides. So both teams are just trying to duke it out.
1989 going for last. He's going for last. He's going to try and get it.
Yeah, he will be able to get it unless he gets stopped. Oh, no. Oh, Pierre manages to live there. And they will be able to...
Another Scout going for last.
Possibly? No. No, they won't be able to get it.
Telefono got errored as he got shot up and still died.
And they're pretty much just bleeding players over and over again. Just waiting, because it didn't have their medic up, so there's really no harm in it. And it looks like the Meat Boys will be giving up second for now.
The control point is being captured.
Yep. Warwick's going into... Nope, he's going back to his team. I thought he was going through sewer. Gives the Meat Boys plenty of time to set up on second. Looks like they're going to be holding more passively here.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Pretty much just waiting. What are the Ubers looking like for both teams?
Virgil has nearly 100%. Pierre is at about 70%.
All right. So here comes Team Solo just busting out of sewer of IT there with the huge fat Demo Man bomb, trying to get any sort of damage. 2 players are taken down for once they... Oh no! The Mustard, he gets taken down by 1989. That was a really good shot from him. Exactly. And here comes the Uber from Pierre. It's pretty much just securing this entire fight for his team. And they will be able to hold on to mid and also cap second in the meantime. Great job from them. And it looks like Virgil and Astaire will pretty much just fall all the way back to their last.
And 1989 taking sniper to last.
Absolutely. I mean, he's been hitting some pretty sick shots, so I don't see why not. Now he's sort of looking through, trying to get any sort of shot there, and Team Solo knows that they want to try to deny any sort of pick from 1989. He does take a shot, but he gets taken down Solo, and he does get taken down. Great job, Astaire from taken down. And it looks like Meat Boys are just gonna go back to the drawing board. they are down 2 players, so they need to fall all the way back.
They're faking Uber calls now.
Absolutely. And it looks like Virgil and the rest of his team gearing up for possible push. No, they did not have enough time. So it's just going back to another stalemate on last. I have to wait and see. It looks like Permashroom might be going in for a possible push here. They are clearing out one. Stock as well, getting some stickies out. And it looks like 4K is looking for some info. Meeple gets taken down low as well. Oh! And Stick takes down Pierre. That's a huge drop. That's exactly what his team needs in order to get themselves back off of last. Meatball gets taken down as well, and that's the rest of Team Solo that's going to explode onto the second point. And they will be able to take it, hopefully, if Telefono goes down, and he does. So they will be able to take that, and it's going to be a possible fight on mid.
Yeah, that's a really good pick on the side of Team Solo, similar to the pick that the Meat Boys got against Virtual last map. Meatball is going to get just destroyed in Choke.
Absolutely, and it looks like Meat Boys are just going to have to fall all the way back. Remember, the score is 3-2 so far, and here comes a massive bomb onto the medic there. Oh, and he takes it down! Great job from Mr. Overlord, dealing a ton of damage, and he goes massive with the fat bomb. He made it fat as well, but remember, Meatball is still in the forward spawn, and they don't know. Oh man, he might be able to go for something. He won't be able to stop the point. He won't be able to stop the cap from happening. So Team Solo won't be able to push on to last quite yet. They have to still cap second.
But Walrex is in heaven.
Yeah, he is. And I don't think they know. Oh! He went for a market guard, but he missed. Unfortunate. Tried to go for the freight clip there, but unfortunate for them, it didn't work out. And it looks like, yep, and it looks like the Meat Boys might be able to cap this possibly, but they're pretty much just forced all the way back to their last. So, fortunate for them, won't be able to cap second. They're back onto their last. It's the reverse of what's happening before. And look at Mr. Overlord. He's so aggressive, trying to lock off these spawns, trying to lock any sort of denying anything from the Meat Boys to come out. The Uber is popped for the side of Team Solo, and it's just a massacre right now. I mean, Meat Boys wouldn't really be able to do much there. It's a GG on the round from Telefono, but it's not a GG yet.
Hey.
Yep.
We are in Series Point. In Finale, did you see the system-wide message that just got sent?
I did not know.
Oh well. Anyway, we're going into what could be our last mid-fight of the night.
Absolutely. With the last midnight on the blind, it's possibly going to be a great one here. But both teams, they're not doing what they were usually doing. They usually rotate around, but no, they're just opting to just send carpet bombs to each other. Virgil can take it down from stock.
4K bombing in, trying to get Pierre here. Nope.
Nope, unfortunate. But it is 4 players left alive for Team Solo. They don't have a medic. But since they don't have a medic, they pretty much have no reason to not be aggressive, and they will force the Meat Boys all the way back to their second. But actually no, the Meat Boys are opting to pretty much go all the way back in. Let's see if they're able to do anything. They'll be sending in their soldier Permashroom to force them back. We'll be able to cap mid again.
Buster Overlord's gonna go down here. You're gonna see a fight in sewers, and the scout's gonna go down.
And it looks like the fight did happen, and Permashroom is pretty far forward, but no, he has to fall all the way back to IT. And it looks like Meat Boys are gonna be bursting in onto second as well. They pretty much just forced
Walrex in IT.
Yeah, he is super far back.
He's just vibing.
Yeah, he is.
And he's gonna go for the bomb against Pierre. Here he comes, going for Pierre. Is he gonna take Pierre? No, Pierre's gonna use
no,
just in time.
He was out of rockets.
He was?
Yeah, he was. Well, he wasn't out of ammo, but he only shot twice. He used one rocket to jump up, but he shot twice. He probably didn't reload all of his rockets there. If he did, he might have been able to get the kill. Fortunate for him.
The one comp player that doesn't have auto reload enabled.
Unfortunate.
I don't know if he does or not. Don't quote me on that. That was a joke.
That was a possible sack from the Meat Boys, but it didn't really work out there. Meatball gets taken down. That's 2 players down for the count for the Meat Boys, and they will be forced all the way back. Here comes Walrex going in for a massive bump.
But Telefono, come on, Telefono, you got this, you got this.
Oh, he got it. That's exactly what he needed. And what is the score right now? Oh man, it is 5-2. GG's all around. Oh.
Looks like we're still going. Yeah.
Might as well. Well, anyway, it looks like the next mid fight will be happening, and both teams are just opting to just send carpet bombs to each other instead of the usual rotating around. Or rotating a little bit, but never mind. Meatball gets taken down pretty early on, and pretty much all of the Meat Boys were super split up during that fight, so they weren't really able to apply much direct pressure onto Team Solo. And here goes 4K going in for a massive bomb. He might be able to catch Pierre out, but no, fortunately he wasn't able to. What do you think of that mid fight?
Yeah, that was pretty good. Looks like they got the wrong score up on the HUD. Anyway, it looks like, yeah, that mid fight was pretty interesting. Anyway, we're going into second here. Team Solo not playing on the point yet. Up here they come on the point.
Yeah, and here comes the Meat Boys just trying to explode onto their second point. Permashroom does get taken down, but 4K and a Stair can take it down. The Uber is popped for the side of Meat Boys. Virgil is trying to hang back here with this team there, hoping to do any sort of damage there. Telefonica is taken down deep and low. The Uber is popped for Team Solo, and they will pretty much just force all of the Meat Boys back to their last. And it looks like it's going back to another stalemate situation.
Yeah.
It's probably 4-3. So anyway, going back to the stalemate situation, I have to see what sort of players will be sent out for the sack here. Permashroom gets taken down for decent low. Are you expecting any off classes possibly, Micro?
I'm not sure. I'd love to see 1989 come up on Sniper again just for fun.
Absolutely, he has been taking some pretty sick shots. It would work out there, but no, Stalk, the Demo Man bomb. Actually, no, the Uber is popped for both sides. They just wanted to force this Uber out. No one has died yet on this push yet, as I say that. But Pierre, no! Pierre gets taken down. Permashroom and Pierre get taken down, and that is not what they wanted. And it looks like Team Solo will cap the point, and it will be GG. Team Solo wins both maps. And it looks like they will come up on top on this invite qualifier. GG's all around. So, what did you think of that match, Micro?
I feel like it took way too long for the Meat Boys to get warmed up.
Yeah.
But once they got warmed up, they were doing really good. Like, can't fault them on that stuff. There were a lot of ringers tonight, I believe.
Yeah.
A lot of last second. So considering what they were able to do with last second ringers, that's pretty amazing. Considering Team Solo's warm up was against Freya Tech.
Yeah, for sure. That definitely has to be a tough warm up for them. But to get them pretty warmed up for this fight, again, congratulations to Team Solo for winning, for at least coming out on top on this invite qualifier. What sort of things do you think that the Meat Boys need to work on for this upcoming season in order to possibly get into and in order to get into this invite qualification next season?
I think for the most part, the Meat Boys need to work on following through. They're just not, like, they're setting up these amazing plays, but they just can't stick the landing. Like, you could be a gymnast and do a quintuple somersault 180 legs winging around your body flip. But if you can't stick the landing, it doesn't matter for anything. So they need to learn how to stick the landing.
For sure, for sure. The logs are up. Let's take a look. It looks like the score was 6-3. It's a bit confusing, trying to keep track of these scores so far. But as you pull up those logs, looking at any sort of things that I noticed, one thing I noticed is Mustard Overlord on 410 DPM, followed decently closely by Stock with the 368. But Monster Overlord and Stock as well were putting in a ton of work there. Domoman doing their job, dealing out the damage. Healing has been relatively even. Virgil slightly out healing Pierre. Virgil with 2 drafts, Pierre with 1.
Okay, so I have the actual map scores right here from the RGL website. Map 1, Snakewater. Team Solo won 5-1, and in Map 2, they won 5-3. So those are the actual round scores for this series. Team Solo takes the series 2-0. And it looks like the other match is still going on with about, I think it's 3 minutes remaining in the series.
Man, that match has been going on for a while. They started before us.
So we won't know what the possible matchups for the remaining rounds are for a bit.
Anyway, any sort of thoughts on this match in general?
Considering only a few of the players have actually played like multiple seasons in Invite, I'm hoping to look forward to seeing them play a lot. I hope that they're able to do good, and I hope that they're able to push into the top, get a chance at cracking the top 4 in Invite. But I'll say that about every team in qualifiers until they make it past qualifiers. So for now, they need to focus on winning their qualifier matches before they go on to get anything else.
Yeah, sure. I guess my closing thoughts on this match in general, Team Solo, they did just have the better all-around roster. I shouldn't say that. They had the more experienced roster. Most of their players played previous seasons in Invite, and pretty much only 2 players on Meat Boys have played an Invite before. It was just Pierre and someone else. So pretty much they were outmatched in experience-wise, but not exactly in DM-wise. They have the DM capability of making it into Invite. They have that capability. It's just those minor. It's just the minor things that come with working as a team. Some of the players have played together before, but overall, if you want to get into Invite, you gotta work on that teamwork, and that's pretty much just the main difference between both of these teams. The Meat Boys did pull it together a little bit on the second map. They played much faster, much more aggressive, and it did catch Team Solo off guard, but it ultimately didn't work out in the end. But honestly, if they keep working together and they keep trying to improve their teamwork, they might become a force to reckon with in advanced, hopefully, for this season, if they don't make it.
Yeah, looks like the other match just finished up, so I'm just waiting for those scores from that to be published. But
anyway, any closing thoughts you want to say to the audience watching? Shout out.
Let's give shout out. I'm gonna give a shout out to both the producer, Mitch, and the person joining me tonight on the mic, Finale.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Shout out to RGL for providing a pretty fun league to play in, especially over this past pandemic when I've had nothing to do.
Oh man. Well,
and we're also going to give a shout out really quick to Team Fortress TV, where we hope to be bringing back the kind of coverage we saw earlier on last year with usually weekly matches, hopefully. Hopefully we'll be able to provide some more matches over there. The only reason we're using CappingTV tonight is because of some
complications, yeah. But anyway, shouts for me again. Thank you for Mitch and Microcheese for joining me tonight. Thank you, Mitch, for coming in clutch in the end. We were able to stream. Shoutouts to all the players who played tonight and just doing their best, pouring their hearts into this game. We all love this game. We want to see this competitive scene thrive, and it has been thriving for a while. We just got to keep it going. Shoutouts to again TF2. We are planning on covering much more this season. We're gonna hopefully see much more matches. Hopefully, I don't know about daily, but any sort of matches that happen this season, hopefully doing better. Anyway, that's pretty much all the shouts that I need to do. Anything else?
Nope, I think that's about it. We're going to wrap it up here. Thank you for tuning in to this match. I've been one of your casters on the mic, the Microcheeze, and of course there's Finale.
Yep, and that's pretty much it for us tonight. Good night.
Signing off. Good night.
Chase now, you float ahead with ease like a breeze. It's what you believe. You have the one little secret. If you're not scared, then you'll rise up always. Do what's not dare. Yes, I can't stop you. Anything you do. Falling into place now. The finish is in sight. There's no fight. You'll do what you like. As you drift by all the people, you see the race manifesting in their smiling face. Oh yes, I can't stop you. Anything you do. Well, you've set the pace now, but there'll be more to come. And where there's some, it is never done. Wait.